recognized by National Skill. We are recognized by National Skill Development Corporation, Ministry of Entrepreneurship and Skill Development, National Fisheries Development Board, National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management to organize skill development training programs in the field of ornamental fisheries. For last 6 to 7 years, we have organized number of training programs for ornamental fisheries development in the country, mainly at our farm campus located in district in Udaipur in the state of Rajasthan. This webinar mainly on, we are mainly focusing on aquarium traders and aquarium service providers in our country, because what I feel that our aquarium traders has played a very important role in development of domestic aquarium trade in the country. And so far, all our efforts were basically concentrated on ornamental fish production and very few for development of aquarium trade. So in this specific webinar, I will be talking to you about the contribution, what contribution our domestic aquarium traders has made in the ornamental fisheries development, and what are the growth opportunities for them, how they can further grow the trade, how they can contribute the development of trade, and how they can get themselves certified from a government agency, and what are the agencies, which are the agencies from which you can avail funding support if you have to further extend your business. So with all this, I'll be talking to you about all these things in this webinar. So let me share my screen with you. So kindly wait for a moment. Just a moment, please. Okay, fine. I think the screen is clearly visible to all of you, and I am also audible to all of you. If there is any problem, then you put it in the chat box. If we talk of development of aquarium trade in our country, we can divide it into 3 phases. The first phase is the pre-juvenile phase from 1950 to 2000, the juvenile phase from 2000 to 2020, and the post-juvenile phase from 2020 onwards. Why do I say so? Because from 1950 to 2000, the development in the field of domestic aquarium trade has been very slow. The total volume of domestic trade till the end of 2000 was something around 50 crore only. But at the end of 2020, the total domestic volume, the volume of the total domestic trade was something around 555 crore. And why I am saying it post-juvenile, post-2020, because now ornamental fisheries has been identified as a focus area under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, and the government of India has allocated around 572 crore rupees for the development of ornamental fisheries or domestic aquarium trade, and an amount of rupees 500 crore has been provided by World Bank for the development of ornamental fisheries in the country. So the Ministry of Fisheries is giving special emphasis under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana to develop aquarium trade in the country. It is targeted that in 2020 or presently, the domestic aquarium trade, as I told you, is about 555 crore, and it is targeted to achieve 1522 crore by 25 and around 5,000, above 5,000 crore by the end of 2030. At present, we have about 1.25% urban households are considered to be, that is the some estimate that in our country about 1.25% urban households are keeping the aquarium, whereas in developed country this is about 10 to 20%. So still we are at very low level, and it is targeted that by 25 it should reach to 2.21%, and by 2030 it should reach to 5.51%. It is something very important. We all should know that if we have to develop domestic aquarium trade in our country, so what we have to see that we are able to promote the hobby of ornamental fish keeping hobby. If we promote the hobby of ornamental fish keeping, then definitely the aquarium trade will grow. Under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, the focus area, which will be the main activities which will be supported, will be the manufacturing of aquarium and aquarium accessories, culture of freshwater and marine ornamental fishes, skill development and research activities, development of domestic and export trade, and promotion of the ornamental fish keeping hobby through setting up of public aquarium galleries, aqua parks, etc., etc. So these will be few of the major activities which will be the focus area for development. Now, let me just, you all are aquarium trader. You are in this business. Maybe for many of you will be in this business for many years. You know the market, but let me just share some basic information that if we talk of domestic market in our country, the fish which are in major demand, the fish is demanded by customers, not by species, mainly not by species or not by variety. They mainly go on the basis of the value of the fish. So the major fish which are in major demand, they are low value and medium value fish, which vary from low value fish from rupees 15 to 50 each, the medium value fish from 50 to 200. About 60% customers demand, it is estimated that about 60% customers demand low value fish, 31% customers demand medium value fish, only 7% customer demand high value fish, which are in the range of 200 to 2000, and only 2% customers demand premium value fish. So that is the category of fishes based on the value, and that is how this is the demand pattern in our domestic trade. So this is very, I think this is an important information for any aquarium traders, that what type of varieties you should keep at your shop, because maybe few of you may be having expertise in selling high value fish or premium value fish, but for an average aquarium shopkeeper, this is the low value fish and medium value fish which brings in major business. Now, another important thing which we should aquarium traders should know, that this is based on the number of the amount of revenue which is earned by most of the shopkeepers. It is based on an analysis of number of earnings of number of shopkeepers in the country, throughout the country, and we have estimated that aquarium and aquarium accessories contribute about 63% of your revenue. Fish contributes only 20%, feed contribute about 6%, and aquarium servicing contribute about 11%. Maybe it may be different for few of the aquarium traders. Some of them may be having expertise in selling fish. Some of you may be having expertise in selling aquarium and aquarium accessories. But this is the average trend. So what I'm trying to say here, that aquarium and aquarium accessories are the major component of our revenue, of the aquarium trader, and that is the item which brings you more revenue, and fish is getting you only 20% of your revenue. So what we require, though the entire business is based on the fish, that is the major important important component of the aquarium industry. But aquarium and aquarium accessories are the bringing you the more revenue. Now, I think this is also very important to know that how the domestic aquarium trade is growing. And if we have to see the growth of the domestic aquarium trade, the most important indicator could be the number of aquarium shops in our country. If the number of aquarium shops is increasing, it means the business is growing. We have calculated, we have collected certain data during during the year of 2014-15, and we estimated that in the capitals of the states of our country, there were about 2,890 shops, and overall in the country, there were about 5,000 aquarium shops during 2014-15. But again, we did the survey during this 2021, and we noted that the number of aquarium shops has grown to about 5,371 in the state capitals, and the overall it has grown to about 8,000. So you just see that in a span of about 5 to 6 years, the number of aquarium shops, which was about 5,000, it has grown to 8,000 in a period of 5 to 6 years. So it is an indicator that the sector is growing very fast, very fast. Maybe you may say that maybe the revenue of the individual shopkeeper may be reducing, possibly because of the competition that you have to reduce your prices, but that is maybe for a short period of time, because as the number of what is my observation, as the number of aquarium shops is growing, that is also stimulating, that is also helping to increase the hobby of ornamental fish keeping, and more number of people are keeping the aquarium. The number of hobbyists is increasing. So as the number of hobbyists will increase, definitely the market will grow, and that will bring us more revenue to all our aquarium traders. Now, what are the opportunities? May I request the participant to unmute your mic, please? So, what are the opportunities? What are the factors which shows that the market is growing and very fast? And what are the opportunities for you for future development? We all know that we are a very big country and we have a very large domestic market. The entire world is focusing on a country like India, where the population is very large, that everyone is focusing on India to market their products. So we are on the advantage side that we are in this country only, and we have a very large domestic market. The other factor which shows us the opportunity, that is the increasing number of middle income group families in the country. In 2011, the number of middle income group families was around 3.14 crore. In 2016, it has grown to 5 crore. And in 2026, it is expected to grow to 11.38 crore. So you see, middle income group families are considered to be the major consumer of most of the commodities. And if the middle income group families, the number of middle income group families is increasing, it is definitely that in years to come, the demand of aquarium will also increase. And secondly, the per head income in India is also increasing. In 15-16, it was 93,000, and now in 2021, it is around 1.25 lakh per head. So that is an indicator. If you have money, definitely then you spend money on the hobby. The other factor which is contributing to development of hobby in our country is the social change. The joint family structure, which earlier we were known for joint family structure, is now we are shifting to we have shifted to a nuclear family structure, and this nuclear family structure is also helping to increase the demand of aquarium. We have done a survey a few years back, and we found that the number of aquarium shops is very high. The maximum number of aquarium shops in the country is in Bangalore. Then we tried to find out the reason why it is so that the number of aquarium shops is high in the maximum in the Bangalore. And we reached at a conclusion because Bangalore is a city which is having maximum number of multinational companies, IT sectors companies, and so many people have gone there. So many of our youth and our almost from every family, so many people are there and who are working in the IT sector, and they are staying as a nuclear family. And this nuclear family has stimulated that encouraged to keep a aquarium. So in future, because of all these factors, and it offers a very good opportunity for this domestic aquarium sector to grow. Now, as I told in the beginning, our aquarium shop owners, wholesalers, retailers, service providers, and ornamental fish producers have played an important role in development of ornamental fish and aquarium industry in the country. Why I am saying so? That if you look at the funding pattern of institutional funding pattern, then we find that up to 2000 to 2005, there were hardly any scheme of the government which was there to promote the ornamental fisheries industry. After 2005 to till 2020, there were some schemes, there were few schemes for production of ornamental fish, but there were no schemes to support the aquarium trade overall. But what I told you, that ornamental fish is contributing only 20% of the trade. Now, but you see, why I am saying that aquarium traders have played an important role, because aquarium hobbyist, whosoever starts keeping an aquarium, he first comes in contact of the aquarium trader. And it is the aquarium trader who encourages any hobbyist to keep the aquarium. So that is why our aquarium traders have played an important role in development of ornamental fisheries in the country. And now, since after 2020, after now only under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, there are schemes which will be supporting the aquarium traders also. Before that, there were no scheme which was supporting aquarium traders. So that is why, so whatever the domestic aquarium trade has grown, that is because of the independent or cumulative effort of the aquarium traders in our country. So for that reason, I congratulate all the aquarium traders and the ornamental fish producers, that it is because of your cumulative efforts that we could bring the domestic aquarium trade from almost very negligible amount to 555 crore. And again, it will be your effort, that we could further grow. Now, but do you feel, is it enough? I said that during 20 years, we have grown from 55 crore to 555 crore. But are you satisfied with this? Are we satisfied with this? Do you feel that it has bought us enough business and we need not to grow after this? No, it is not enough. Why it is not enough? If you look at the developed countries of the world, like USA, UK, Japan, France, and so many other countries, in those countries, about 10 to 20% of the population are keeping aquarium at their house, either at their house or the workplace. But in our country, this is only 1.25% when I am considering only the urban household. If I will include the rural household also, then this will go further down. So now, but as we all know that our country is moving from developing country to developed countries, and the number of middle income group families is increasing, our per head income is increasing. Now people have started investing money on hobby. You know, earlier, about 20 years back, perhaps a common man was not spending money on the hobby, but now there is a change in the spending behavior. People are spending money on the hobby, and it gives us an indication that definitely in years to come, the hobby of ornamental fish keeping will grow, and so the domestic aquarium trade will grow. But now what is required, that we have to see that we are prepared to provide these services. As I told you, that it is the domestic aquarium traders which play an important role in promotion of the aquarium keeping hobby. Why I am saying so? Because as and when someone, a hobbyist, a new hobbyist, he wants to keep an aquarium, he will come to an aquarium shop and he will ask the aquarium trader for the advice. Maybe he would have searched on the Google nowadays, because there is so much information available on the Google, that he might have collected some information from the Google, but he will be again asking the aquarium trader, the aquarium shopkeeper, for his advice, and most of the time he will follow his advice to select an aquarium. Now, so that is the knowledge sharing by aquarium technician that will convert a immature hobbyist to a mature hobbyist. And if we have a mature hobbyist, if we have more and more number of mature hobbyists, then the development of the domestic aquarium trade in our country will grow. I have shown you a bowl here, fish bowl here. It is a very, with a specific purpose, I am showing you this fish bowl here. You all will agree, most of the aquarium traders will agree with me, that most of the time a aquarium hobbyist, a new hobbyist, wants to start his hobby with a bowl. He makes a statement, let me start with a bowl, and if the fish will survive in the bowl, I will go for a bigger aquarium. Now, as an aquarium trader, you are also aware that how difficult for a fish, and not only that, he wants to start with a small fish. If he starts with a small fish like a guppy or say some live bearers or some fighter fish, then probably the fish will survive for a longer period of time. They want to keep a big fish in the bowl. As a trader, we know that fish will not survive, but sometimes because that we don't want to lose the business, we will not say no to the hobbyist and we'll sell him a bowl. Now we know what will happen at the end. We know that the fish will definitely not survive for a long time, or maybe the bowl may break because the glass of this bowl is very, very fragile and the glass is not of very good quality. The bowl will break, and possibly he may buy the new bowl again once or twice, and after 2 or 3 attempts, he will definitely discontinue keeping a bowl. So, but if we advise him that don't start your hobby from a bowl, you start your hobby maybe with a small aquarium, which is well equipped with all the necessary equipment, mainly the filter and aeration system, then probably he will become a mature hobbyist. And as I told you, if we have more number of mature hobbyists, definitely that will help in development of domestic aquarium trade. Now, what is the problem? What are the limiting factors that is limiting the growth of this sector, domestic aquarium trade? Please unmute your mic, the participants. See, this is very important. Way back in 2017-18, we have collected this information about the educational qualification of the people who are engaged in this activity of ornamental fish production and aquarium trade. Before I see, I'm not saying here that you have to be highly qualified to do the business of ornamental fish production or aquarium trading. Definitely, you don't require to be highly qualified, but what you require a good technical skill. You require a good experience, and definitely if you are having a good education, then it will add to development of your business, because then you will be able to your analysis of problems will be much more efficient, and you will be able to do much justification to your business. If we look at the ornamental fish production in this category, ornamental fish production, you will see that there are very few people which are highly educated, and most of the people who are involved into this, they are not very highly educated. But that is not that probably may not be a problem. But there could the major problem that they may not be experienced enough to produce quality fish and to scientifically manage their production facilities. And again, on the side of aquarium trader, You see that in this there is a slide, there is a variation that there are many number of educated people and very few people with less education. And now we see another shift during last 3 to 4 years in both the sectors, that many educated youths are taking up is their as a entrepreneurship development activities. Many qualified youth from not only from fisheries sector but from other sectors, from IT sector, from engineer, our many of the MBA students, many of the commerce graduates, they are taking up ornamental fisheries as an entrepreneurship developmental activity, and that is definitely bringing a change in overall scenario of our domestic aquarium trade. Now, as I told you, I have already discussed with you that what are the indicators which shows that our domestic aquarium trade is growing, that there is increasing number of aquarium shops, the higher number of hobbyists, the number of hobbyists is regularly increasing, and the institutional support in terms of financial assistance, in terms of technical assistance, in terms of providing training, that has grown many folds during last, I'll say in last 5 to 6 years, it has grown many folds, and specifically under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, it has grown many folds, and it will definitely be much helpful, and the more and more qualified youth are entering into this profession. So this is an indicator there is a good potential and there is good future in this business. Now, what are the problems? What are the problems? As I told you, and I think many of you will agree with me, as I told you, that most of our aquarium traders, they are doing this business on the basis of the experience which they have gained over a period of time. So sometimes you definitely learn from the experience. You definitely learn, and sometimes you learn much better from the experience than from a formal education. But it is observed that many of our aquarium traders are not well informed. So what happens if you are not well informed? Then you cannot pass on the correct information to the aquarium hobbyist, and it is also observed that they are not willing to share the knowledge with the hobbyist. So that is also a major hindrance, that we have to share the knowledge with the hobbyist. If we will not encourage the hobbyist and we are always trying to sell something to him, that if we will have a strategy that whenever a hobbyist come to our shop and we have to sell him something, then possibly that is a limiting factor, that will limit the growth of the sector. So but what we have to sell him, we need not to sell him the product, we need to sell him the concept, we need to sell him the science of ornamental fish keeping, so that he becomes a mature hobbyist. I'll share with you some of the common advice. Many of you are aquarium traders, and if you look at this, you all will agree that many of us are selling a blue color liquid to our hobbyist, and with a suggestion that you keep adding this blue color liquid from time to time, so that it will clean your water. Does it actually clean the water? We all know that definitely it doesn't do anything with cleaning of the water. What is actually it is doing, that it is masking that yellow color appearance and that yellow color or green color appearance of the water. It will simply mask that appearance, and the water will look blue and water will look clear. But it is not, in no way it is clearing the water. It is blue color liquid is a solution of diluted solution of methylene blue, which is a chemical, and it is used for basically fungus treatment. It has nothing to do with cleaning of the water. Many of us will suggest the hobbyist that you very frequently change the aquarium water. Maybe sometime we suggest in that every 15 days you change the aquarium water. But you know what happens? Many of the hobbyists doesn't want to keep the aquarium for this problem. They say that we don't have time to change the water every 15 days. So better not to keep the aquarium. But if we advise him that you need not to change the water continuously for 3 to 4 months, then probably he will be encouraged to keep an aquarium. Because I feel a better management of the aquarium is the one where you don't change the water for a very long time, but you keep the water clean through installation of aquarium, good quality aquarium filter. That I will consider that is a good management. Sometimes we feed that you feed your fish 3 to 4 times a day. Is it really required? Because if you feed the aquarium fish for a number of times during a day, that will spoil the water quality. The fish will be producing more fecal matter. So what we require, what we have to suggest is that if you feed 1 or twice a day, that is enough. There are so many things. I'm giving you only few examples. That, for example, I'll show you some another slide here. If you look here, this is the list of a wholesaler who sells ornamental fishes at a very large volume, and every week or so, every day he's issuing some list to share with his retailers. Now you see, you read some of the name which I have marked with the red, that fish Damasoni cichlid, fish tiger bear, fish red tail shark, fish temple, fish bears gold. Is it correct? Is it correct? Now, what happens that those who are aware, those who know the correct name, they will pass on the correct name to their hobbyist. But those who are not aware, they will simply follow this, because they will simply follow this list, and they will also call the fish by this name. So that is a problem. You see, if someone is calling you by, someone is pronouncing you by a wrong name, then you'd never like it. So same thing is true in the case of fish also. It is not that the fish will like or dislike it, but you see, if you tell correct name to the hobbyist, so at least when he is searching for the information on the Google about the food and feeding habit of the fish, about the habitat of the fish, so he knows that what he has to look for. If he will start searching on temple on the Google, he will not find anything which is named as temple. But we all know that it is not basically what he wants to write. He wants to write tin foil bar. What he wants to write? Brass gold, not the beer's gold. What he wants to write? Damasoni, not the Damasoni. But you see, that is the situation of our trade. So these are small things, but we have to correct it so that we are able to pass on the correct information to our hobbyist. Now, what is required now? You see, being only a simple aquarium trader will not help. If we will work as a simple, ordinary aquarium trader, that will not help. What you have to be, you have to become a aquarium technician. Okay, I will give you an example. For example, there is someone is providing you the services of an electrician. There is a man who has learned it simply by an experience, and there is another man who is properly qualified and certified. So you see the difference. What will be the difference of a person, of an electrician who is certified and qualified, rather than a person who is simply gained it through an experience. So you are more secure when you are taking the services of a certified and qualified electrician. So same thing in this case, that our aquarium traders have to become a qualified and certified aquarium technician. So for aquarium technician, what all you require to know, that you have to know the basics of aquarium science, the science of aquarium keeping. It's a science. You have to learn the science of aquarium keeping, like what should be the water quality, the food and feeding habit of the fish, the working principles of the different aquarium accessories, what type of filters are required for which particular size of aquarium. So this is a science of that all science you should need to know. And it is not only the science that will help you to set up a beautiful aquarium, you also have to learn the art of setting up a beautiful aquarium. So you have to learn the science as well as the art. You have to learn the customer relationship so that your customers are happy. You also have to learn the effective service delivery process, and you also have to learn the management of your business enterprise. So these are all the factors that will help you to become a qualified and certified aquarium technician. Now, as I told earlier, so it is mainly the responsibility of aquarium technician or aquarium shop owner or ornamental, I'll say aquarium technician or aquarium shop owner, because aquarium shop owner is in direct contact with the hobbyist. So if you will pass on the correct knowledge, if you will encourage the hobbyist to, so he will become a mature hobbyist. And I mind you that you may note it that our earnings will be higher from a regular hobbyist who may possibly buy materials of less value each time than a hobbyist who discontinues to keep the aquarium after a few months only. Maybe maybe someone, he may buy a very costly aquarium from you, he may buy certain very costly high value fish or premium value fish from you, but if he discontinues to keep the aquarium, then definitely he is not bringing you more business, and in fact it will work adversely. But if a buyer, if a hobbyist every time buying the fish of less value from you, but if he sustains the hobby of ornamental fish keeping, then he will bring us more business. I have collected a data which shows that about 25 to 30% of our aquarium hobbyists discontinue to keep the aquarium during first year of the hobby, about 10 to 20% during the next second year, and about 5 to 10% during the third year. Now you see that more than 50% of the hobbyists discontinue to keep the aquarium during the first 3 years. And now suppose if these 50% people would have continued to keep that, if they would have sustained the hobby of ornamental fish keeping, then you see our trade, our domestic aquarium trade, your business could have grown manifold. A hobbyist who closes a aquarium, it gives a very wrong signal. He will not only discontinue keeping his aquarium, simultaneously he will give the message to another 10 that never keep an aquarium. That is a major problem. It is not the problem that he is discontinuing to keep the aquarium. The problem is that he will give the message to another 10 people that never keep an aquarium. So that is a loss to us. That is a loss to the entire industry. So that is why we have to see that that problem is not there. Now, how you can become a experienced, qualified or certified aquarium technician? I'll be talking to you about this, that what are the ways of acquiring knowledge. Let us first know that what are the ways of acquiring knowledge. Maybe possibly you acquire knowledge through experience. Initially, you acquire knowledge through experience, and that's what is true for our industry, that most of the people who have gained knowledge through experience, and many times many of our hobbyists have turned into an aquarium trader. So that is in fact very good. If an aquarium hobbyist have turned into an aquarium trader, then possibly he knows the science and art of ornamental fish keeping. But if a person who was not a hobbyist, and then by gaining some experience, if he has gained experience from a correct place, then it is very good. But suppose he is not able to get a quality experience, then that may be a problem. So that, but anyway, you get knowledge through experience. You get knowledge through reasoning also, that you analyze yourself, that what is correct, what is incorrect. That is also how you get the experience. And through work, when you do something, through your natural instinct, and through your work performance, you also get the knowledge. When you do something, when you perform an activity, you know this is wrong, this is correct, and you go to an institution, take a specific qualification at from an authority, from an expert. That is another way of acquiring knowledge. So these are the different ways of acquiring knowledge and skill. Now in this sector, what has been done, that National Skill Development Corporation, which comes under Ministry of Skill Development Entrepreneurship, which was created by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. He has created a special ministry, and that ministry is basically, they are providing skill development. They are working on skill development of our youth in our country, so to provide them better job opportunity and provide them platform to develop as an entrepreneur. So that is the job of National Skill Development Corporation. National Skill Development Corporation is working with certain objectives They want to facilitate the setting up of the, they have facilitate the setting up of the different councils. Like in case of ornamental fisheries or agriculture, National Skill Development Corporation has facilitated the setting up of Agriculture Skill Council of India. Now, what this agriculture what I mean to say that for every sector there is a separate council. For case of agriculture activities, which includes agriculture, animal husbandry, dairy, fisheries, there is a council which is known as Agriculture Skill Council of India. What Agriculture Skill Council have done, that in different fields, as I have named earlier, they have identified the activities in which there is need of skill development and which can provide the job opportunities and entrepreneurship development opportunities to the youth of our country. And ornamental fisheries has been identified as a very important activity for the support of skill development by Agriculture Skill Council of India. Now, how this skill development helps us? Skill development helps in expansion of the knowledge base. You get greater professionalism. It helps in improvement of product quality and you are able to provide better service. It helps to get greater talent of larger pool of talent and in improvement in employment scenario in the country. These are, how this skill development is helpful to us. Now, just this slide that I think I would like to talk with you on this. You see, every individual is born with certain natural talents, abilities, and talents. Every person, whether he gets a qualification, a formal qualification, or he doesn't get a formal qualification, but he is having certain natural abilities and talents. But a specialized training and experience, or maybe we can include a specialized education, training and experience, help him to perform certain specialized tasks. So that is the objective of skill development program, that all the natural talents, abilities which a person is having, that should be refined through a specialized training and experience, so he is able to perform a specialized task. He may not have a formal education, but through these skill development training programs, he should become technically skilled to perform a specialized task. With this objective, the Agriculture Skill Council of India has developed certain modules for development of for imparting skill development training. There are 4 modules are there. There are 2 modules which are of 200 hours each. One is for ornamental fish technicians. That is basically you are given the skill of producing ornamental fish. And in the another module, which is for aquarium technician, it is again 200 hours, not 2000 hours. That again, you are given the skill to work as a aquarium technician, aquarium shop owners, or aquarium service provider. These training programs are of 25 days duration, and these programs can only be organized by institutes which are certified by National Skill Development Corporation, and our institute is the only institute in the country which is certified and recognized by National Skill Development Corporation to organize these training programs. It's a very long process to get recognition from NSDC. It is not only the certification or recognition of the training institute, but they also certify the trainers. They also certify the trainers. The trainer has to go a specialized training, and he has to qualify an exam, an assessment test, and then only he becomes a certified master trainer. And I am happy to announce that our institute is having 2 certified master trainers on ornamental fish technicians and aquarium technicians out of the 3 aquarium technicians which are certified as master trainer by National Skill Development Corporation so far. These two programs of 25 days duration are basically organized by us at our farm, which is located in the state of Rajasthan, in the city of Udaipur. Our farm is about 50 kilometers away from the city of Udaipur. It is spread in a total area of about 18 acres. I will share with you some slides and show the facilities which are available with us. And there is another program which is only of 12-hour duration, and for 3 days, this is known as Ornamental Fish Technician Recognition of Prior Learning. These programs are or Aquarium Technician Recognition of Prior Learning. These programs are specifically designed for existing ornamental fish producers and aquarium traders and aquarium shop owners. Why so? Why it is 12 hours, or why it is called recognition of prior learning? Because all those people who are involved in this activity of aquarium trade, they have learned so many things through the experience. They have the practical experience. Possibly they are lacking some theoretical knowledge, and maybe they want something very specific they want to know. So this is specifically for that purpose it has been developed. So it is only of 3 days. Now, what is the new development? That all these programs were earlier being organized at our farm, but now there is a change. That what we have observed, that aquarium traders, the existing aquarium traders, are not participating in our training program. They were not coming to our center for training. And why they were not coming? Number one, they were not able to spare that much time, and they were not prepared to leave their business for such a long time and participate in the training program. And secondly, perhaps our location was not convenient for everyone. Possibly from someone who is coming from Delhi, it is quite well connected, quite reachable. But if someone is planning to come from some southern states, he finds the location very far. Someone who is planning to come to Northeast, he finds it is very, very far. So they try to avoid it. So that is for this reason, we approached the Agriculture Skill Council of India and requested them that we should develop a module for online training of existing aquarium traders. Initially, they were not agreeing, but when we convinced them that, you see, our aquarium traders are having the practical experience, they only has to be given some basic knowledge. So that will help him to become a perfect aquarium technician. They agreed for it. So we have been organizing. Now we have started organizing online training program for, we have started with the aquarium technicians, not with the ornamental fish technicians. And what we do actually in this aquarium technicians recognition of prior learning 3 days program, that we have developed a very good quality of course material, both in English and Hindi, based on the module which has been designed by Agriculture Skill Council of India. Agriculture Skill Council of India has developed specific training modules, specific syllabus for all the courses which they have designed, and we have developed a study material based on that content. For example, in this aquarium technicians study material, it includes everything about you get knowledge about the commercially important ornamental fishes, about their food and feeding habit, about their general biology, about the different, how to fabricate the aquarium, what are the different aquarium accessories, how you can improve the efficiency of the different type of aquarium accessories, how to maintain the water quality, what are the different water quality parameters which you should know, what are the fish diseases, what are their treatment, how to set up a freshwater aquarium, how to set up a marine aquarium, what are the commercially important marine ornamental fishes, how to set up a planted aquarium, what are the commercially important aquatic plants, how to set up a garden pond, and all those things are included into this study material. It is a study material of about 300 pages. So for initially for 8 to 9 days, we share the entire study material is divided into 4 units. So initially for the 8 to 9 days, we share the study material with you, and then we also share the model question paper. And then for the last 3 days, every day for 4 hours, we organize online classroom sessions on the entire syllabus. We try to cover the entire syllabus within the 12 hours. And on the 4th day, there is an assessment test which is conducted by Agriculture Skill Council of India. That test is also online. You are given a link and you have to attempt about 30 to 40 questions within a period of 1 hour. And then it covers almost the entire syllabus. And these are multiple choice questions. You have to simply select the correct option. And once your written test is over, then you have to have there is a practical, there is a viva by an expert. A expert from appointed by Agriculture Skill Council of India will be talking to you about 15 to 20 minutes, and he'll be assessing you for your practical experience. And then you are given the marks. And the qualified marks to pass the test are 80%. If you get 80% marks, then you are declared qualified, and then you get a certificate like this from National Skill Development Corporation, which says that you have become a certified aquarium technician. So sign this certificate with the logo of Government of India, with the logo of National Skill Development Corporation, with the logo of Agricultural Skill Corporation of India, signed by Chairman of the ASCI and signed by the Director of Ornamental Fisheries Training and Research Institute. This certificate is passed on to you now so that you become a NSDC certified aquarium technician. And this will not, so there are, what are the benefits that you become a NSDC certified aquarium technicians from a government institution? It is not only the certification, because so far certification, there is no certification from any agency for our trade. So this is the first time that you will become a certified aquarium technician. It will help in skill development and knowledge enhancement. As maybe you are having, you must be very knowledgeable, you must be knowing so many things, but still there is no end to knowledge. There is no end to knowledge. I feel like I am working in this field for last 35 years as a scientist, as an entrepreneur, as a farmer, as a trainer, as a trader. But still, sometimes I feel that there are so many new varieties are coming in the market, and we are not even, I'm not able to know the fish, identify the fish. So many new varieties are coming, so many new things are coming, so much new technology is coming. So there is no end to knowledge. So that is how your memories are refreshed, your knowledge is refreshed, and always you will learn something new. Then what is the other benefit? That you get the benefit of government funding schemes. Under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, the Government of India has introduced many schemes for which you can avail the financial support. For availing this financial support, what you have to do, that you must visit the site of National Fisheries Development Board, that is www.nfdb.org. That if you go on this site, you will find the guidelines of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. We should download those guidelines, and under those there are many schemes which are being funded by under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. But you look for schemes on ornamental fisheries development. There are schemes if you want to set up a ornamental fish farm. There is a scheme if you want to set up your aquarium shop. There is a scheme. So you just go through that. There are many schemes, and the benefit of these schemes is that you get 40 to 60% as grant. For example, for setting up of an aquarium shop, you get a total funding support of 3 lakhs, and out of this 40 to 60% is grant in the form of grant subsidy that you need not to return back. That is not a loan, but that is a subsidy or grant from the government to you to promote your business. How to take the benefit of these schemes? That you should first go through the scheme, through the guideline, and then you can contact the local fisheries development officer of your district. In each and every district, there is a fisheries development officer or assistant director of fisheries, or there is a fisheries office. You should go to him, and then you talk to him, and you submit the proposal to government through your local district fisheries officer. and this training program will definitely also help you to develop a network, because if you participate in this training program, there are a number of other participants are also there. So you know, you are able to further develop your network, that how these training programs will be helpful to you. As I told you now about the cost of this training program, for the online training program, our charges are 5,000 rupees, which includes 1,000 rupees of the NSDC as an assessment fee, and 4,000 are our charges, for which we provide you the soft copy of the study material as well as the online classes. There are many other resources from where you can avail the funding support. As I told you, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana through your State Fisheries Department office, and most importantly, if you get a certificate from NSDC, if you have become a certified aquarium technician or ornamental fish technician, you can also apply to any bank for Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana, and you can avail a loan up to rupees 10 lakh under Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana through any scheduled bank. You can also approach the bank for getting your projects financed from ornamental fisheries on different aspects, maybe to set up a ornamental fish production farm, or to set up a manufacturing industry, or to set up a shop. You can always get bank loan, and National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development is providing financial support through scheduled bank for development of ornamental fisheries in the country. There is another resource that is through Manage. Manage is an institute, that is National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management, located at Hyderabad. So they have identified different training institutes throughout the country, which are known as Nodal Training Institute, and these Nodal Training Institutes are organizing a special training program which is known as Agri Clinic and Agri Business Center. These programs are of 45 days duration, and these are, once you are selected, these are absolutely free of cost. But these training programs are on all aspects of agriculture. It is not only fisheries, they will include all the aspects of agriculture, animal husbandry, dairy, fisheries, and you can select any field out of this. And maybe as you will be interested in ornamental fisheries, you can select ornamental fishery as a field. You can prepare your project proposal, you submit it to bank along with your certificate of ACABC training, and you get financial support, a loan of about up to 25 lakhs with subsidy of about 35%. That is how you can generate resources for your entrepreneurship development. Now, when we talk of holistic meaning of aquarium trade, as I told you, that it is not that you have to keep yourself limited to aquarium trade. There are many other sectors. You can look for production of freshwater ornamental fishes, production of marine ornamental fishes, production of culture of aquatic ornamental plants, culture of live fish feed, because now the demand of marine ornamental fishes is growing. The demand of aquatic planted aquarium is also growing. You can think of manufacturing aquarium accessories. That is also one of the a sector which is in where we have to concentrate, because what is happening at present, as I told you, that aquarium accessories are contributing about 63% to our trade. But what is happening, that 95% of our aquarium accessories we are presently importing from China. So what is happening with the hobby, with the increasing, with the promotion of ornamental fish keeping hobby, every time we are losing foreign exchange. So now as we are looking for a India which is self-reliance, as we are looking towards self-reliance, so that we have to see that we also start manufacturing our aquarium accessories in our country, so that we will save money on foreign exchange. Then you can also, as you are already a trader, but you can also become trader for a specific item only. that you trade only feed and or you trade only medicine, or you only do trading of aquarium accessories, or maybe you become a specific service provider that you are develop a specialization in installation and maintenance of aquarium and garden ponds, consultancy to set up any public aquarium galleries or aquarium related business, or maybe a public aquarium gallery from where you can either set up a public aquarium gallery or you can provide a consultancy to set up a public aquarium gallery. So these are different sectors which provides you opportunity to develop, to grow in this sector. Now, it is not that ornamental, that our only soldiers or our doctors or our Safai Karamcharis, they are working towards nation building. We all can very greatly contribute to nation building. So you see, we all ornamental fish producers, our aquarium traders, we can definitely contribute a lot for nation building through production of ornamental fish, through becoming an aquarium trader, or even through becoming a hobbyist. We can give a message of entrepreneurship development through setting up a ornamental fish production farm or to set up a shop. We can give a message of cleanliness, swachhata, through setting up a aquarium shop. Because how you can give a message of swachhata? If you demonstrate if you display a aquarium which is very neat and clean, and you give the message of environment conservation, environment cleanliness, environment protection, that is how you can give this message. So you can give the message of swachhata, and then through aquarium we can also give the message of swast, a good health. So that is how you can give a message of good health, because ornamental fish watching has been recognized as a therapy. Ornamental fish watching has been recognized as a therapy to reduce the blood pressure for our heart patient, and specifically there are scientific studies at very good universities that ornamental fish watching for a longer period of time very helpful for treatment of Alzheimer's disease. So if someone is interested, you can ask me, I can provide you those papers, scientific papers. So that is how you can give the message of Swast, and through a Swachh Bharat and Swasth Bharat, we can give and a Skill India, we all can contribute in nation building. How we can help you, our OFTRI, we can help you in imparting skill development training. We can help you in imparting entrepreneurship development training. As I told you, we are regularly organizing training program at our center. These are of 5 days duration. We charge a fee of 15,000 rupees for 5 days duration training, and we provide you the lodging facilities and boarding facilities, and we help you develop entrepreneurship skill. If you are interested to work on a project, we can help you to prepare a detailed project report. We can also provide you technical consultancy. So that these are the, if I will just take you, show you the view of our farm, which is located about 50 kilometers from the city of Udaipur. The city of Udaipur is well known. It is a internationally known tourist center, nationally and internationally known tourist center. Our farm is located in the downstream of Lake Jaisamand, which is a very big lake spread in the area of 7,500 hectares, and it is Asia's second largest man-made lake. So in the downstream of that, we have a farm which is spread in 18 acres of farm area. These are some of our culture pond, the nursery pond, and this is our indoor facility, which is say semi-indoor or indoor facilities. In this, we have number of cement tanks, we have number of glass tanks, number of cement tanks inside, and this is the facility which basically used for production, commercial production of varieties of different ornamental fishes, as well as imparting training. We have an indoor facilities also for holding fish, because we all know that North India becomes very cold during winter months. So this is a facility which we basically use for winter months to keep our stocks inside. And this is our laboratory. We are well equipped with the facilities of water quality, soil and water quality, because water quality analysis is something very important that all the traders should know. That if you know how to manage the water quality, how to test the water quality, that will be very helpful. So we also impart training on the testing of different water quality parameters. So these are few of the facilities. We have been organizing different type of training programs. Our trainees are from rural area, from urban area, from colleges, the students who come for internship at our center, and a number of programs we have organized so far. So far, about 750 participants have taken training at our center in different, which includes we have organized number of sponsored programs which are sponsored by different government agencies and the self-finance program, and that is how we contribute to skill development in ornamental fisheries. If you want to have more details about the training programs, you can contact me at my number 900-125-4762, or you can also contact our other faculty, Dr. Abhinika Jain, 9672108553, or you can visit our website, that is www.oftri.org. So anytime you can call us for more details. We will be shortly, we plan to organize a training program after Diwali for aquarium technicians. So if those of you who are interested to join this training program, they can leave their telephone number or emails in the chat box. So when we schedule the program, we will be contacting you. With this, I finish this presentation with the